It's your boy T Double. I don't know why it's me love. It's your boy.
What up, though, y'all? It's your girl Jan checking in, and you already know what time it is. It's time to talk it out. So
It's definitely that time.
don't be scared.
You already
No
know.
need to be scared.
I'm back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what it is. My headphones, or maybe the back with another banger. You already know. Oh, yeah. Anyway, this week on another episode of
Technical difficulty of sorts.
yeah, somewhat.
That's all
That
good.
sound just kills me. Hold on, put it somewhere. But yeah. What is this episode? What? Where we
28.
at? We at? Yeah, we up there. We up there.
Niggas almost 30. Niggas is
Yeah,
grown.
we somewhere in the world. Some old folks now. They calling us aunt and aunties.
You ain't getting nothing free.
They calling us aunt and aunties and shit like that.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
uh,
Episode
I wouldn't
28.
understand. You know why at just that young age. You know what I'm saying? Well, at 28, we almost aunt and auntie. We ain't aunt and auntie yet. You know what I'm saying? We almost at 28.
28, that's too young.
You nephew a little bit still. You almost aunt.
You still a YN. For sure.
Nah,
To
you
me.
ain't. You out of YN range.
To me, you still a YN.
You nephew range at 28. You ain't YN no more.
I guess so. YN is what, 25?
Yeah,
And
you
under?
over. You over at. Yeah, you done at 25 at YN. Yeah, so you out of YN at 28. We
Leave
out
us
of
a comment in the comment box. What do you consider a YN? What's your cutoff? What's your, you know what I'm saying? At what
Yeah.
point are you not considered a YN no more? You can't blame it on being a YN. You just childish.
I think
Over there.
YN started at like, for me, started at like 13. You a YN from like
You a
13.
child. No.
Yeah, that's what you was back in the day. Nowadays, you a YN at like 13 up
Because you said
until,
they be like carrying guns.
because
and
that's when it
bullshit like
started.
that.
That's when it started. The ski mask, all that starts. You a YN from
Damn.
like 13 till
Right.
about roughly till about mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25. I feel like it's a cutoff. So it's almost a 10 year. It's a little bit over 10
So it's
years.
basically male adolescence. Cause
I mean, but you know, it's labeled different now. I just feel like that's the difference now. It's just labeled a little different. It's labeled to be YNs now. You know? Yeah, absolutely. That's it. You know. And I feel like it's labeled that because of the character that's behind it, the stuff that's being done. You know, if it wasn't so wild, it probably wouldn't be labeled that. It'll still be something a little bit, you know what I'm saying, subtle maybe. So I just feel like it gives it that they're trying to explain the character, you know, and I feel like that's where it comes from, because it means ignorant or whatnot, you know. So I feel like that's where it comes from. So
as far as nigga means ignorant, you saying?
bingo. So that's what they're basically trying to say,
Young ignorant
bingo,
males.
right? You know, so
Okay.
within a lot of the actions that happens during during the generational change within the actions that's been happening, I can kind of understand. You know, it's just a time for change, so I can understand. It's a time for change.
Well, you know, you guys, we always start off the episode with rest in peace. In the beginning, we did anyway. And I've had a heavy heart this week. I had two really close friends pass away. So I want to dedicate this episode to my very good sister. I was one of a triplet. My
Absolutely.
girl Sonia Lyman, I love you. May you rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Sending prayers up for our sister Alonda and her whole family. Like, they've suffered a lot of losses over the last like 25 years or so. And I'm definitely praying for them.
Absolutely.
As well as my boy Rayshawn Foster, aka Ray Ray Red. Like, I'm still in shock about that one. I woke up this
Yeah,
morning
you know,
to finding out that he is no longer with us. So I'm very sad about both of their passings. And we'll dedicate this episode to them. as well as the 15-year-old boy who was found in the cemetery. I don't care what he was doing. I'm pretty sure he probably was doing something he had no business doing, but that did not deserve. That did not mean he deserved to lose his life. So, rest in peace to all three of them. And if you guys have anyone who passed away this week, our deepest and sincerest condolences.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Little moment of silence.
Yeah. Definitely
Thank
a
you,
rough
Jesus.
one for the city.
Yeah, man.
The city is just taking
The
a
city
big
been
loss.
like, oh my God, it's been so much.
Yeah, it's been a lot for a lot of people. So anybody, like you said, anybody who's under that, who's dealing
Or if
with
you
that right
recovering
now,
from a shooting,
just
it's been so many pews this week. Repasses getting shot up, and
just prayers to everyone who losing a loved one, who just got a loved one in any conditions. You going through something like that with a loved one, you know what I'm saying? Past, present, friend, whatever, however. It's the time right now. We all just need to grab a hold of each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a time we're losing people at a fast rate. We losing people at a rapid rate. It's very fast.
and tell people you love them.
From adults to kids, we losing them all. So
Tell your people you love them.
absolutely.
Like, I don't care if it seems awkward. If you that's just your friend, y'all just be hanging out, and y'all it ain't like that ain't your family. If you genuinely know if that person was gone, you would miss them. Just tell them you love them. Just give them a hug.
Absolutely.
Just tell them you love them because you just
That is,
never know. And that's why I tell my friends, I love you. I
Yeah,
love you. Love you. See you later. Love you.
Yeah, that's a
You know what I'm
thing.
saying? It's
Definitely,
important.
that's definitely a thing. It should be done on the regular. We kind of overlook it, you know, take advantage of the opportunity more so.
And that's why I feel good because both of them that passed away this week, I know that the last time I seen them, it was all good vibes, you know, and it was all love.
Yeah, that's that always feels good, you know, to know that. Yeah, you know,
if it ain't that serious, don't go to sleep mad at your people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but listen, if it's serious enough to take some space, you know what I'm saying? If it takes space for you not to be mad, just let a person know, like, hey, yo, just need some time away from you real quick, so it don't, cause you never know what tomorrow is. You know what I'm saying? That's still keeping it on a solid term. I never said I was mad. I never, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still had a conversation before y'all parted ways. It wasn't no, you know. So it's real important. You know, we don't know. We just don't know when that day is for none of us. You know, so it's very important to treat every day as such. You know, so.
And yeah, I don't mean that you have to give access of yourself to toxic people.
Yeah, no.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
But what I'm saying is, don't go to sleep mad at that person. If you can't be around them, then that is what it is. Accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing you can do to help them, or if they are resistant or don't even think they need help or changing, then you have to love them from afar and pray for them. Like I say, if they ain't do nothing that serious, if what they did was serious enough, then you still pray for them because the Bible say pray for your enemies.
Right,
but you know, people who you genuinely care about don't just fall out completely over petty stuff. Is what I'm saying. A lot of people fall out over petty stuff, or they let jealousy and envy cause a wedge between them and the people that God put in their life.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's too much of that. And especially with Ray Ray, I think that had a lot to do with what happened to him because it was his own flesh and blood that unalives him. And I'm really sure that it was pretty much some type of jealousy type stuff or whatever. So
yeah, all of that is very well possible. It's
give
just
it to the Lord.
It's a crazy world we live in now today. So.
Well, on a happier note, our favorite couple has been resurrected, okay? They got back together, y'all. Matter of fact, they had got back together before we taped last week's episode. I just didn't know.
I don't know how true that is because I think I want to know. I think I want to know what you leaning towards when she took to Twitter and said, "I love my man," or something like that. Right after the breakup.
The next day.
Yeah, right after.
They've been. They was just on. They was just vacationing together yesterday.
Oh.
They're back together.
All
so
right.
get over it.
Didn't say anything. If that's what you
get used to it. Okay.
I don't know too much about it, but I know.
So what you mean? Why you say you want to know how true that is? What you see?
I don't because I don't know how true that is because even when I seen that to go back to check on it afterwards, it still had said that was just rumors, but I don't. Like
what
I said,
was just rumors?
Really
did she
know.
put that tweet up?
No,
or did
I
they
seen
got
that.
back together?
I have her as a friend on my, so I seen that actually, and I didn't know if she controlled it or not, which was just like that's what made me go and look. So like I said, when I looked at it specifically, it was just tailored to get that was rumors, and I was just like, oh, okay, and I just looked past it and kept going. So. Not to say that it's not true. When I seen it, it was rumors. I just kept going. I don't really deal too much as far as like allegations when something is rumor or something. I slide past it because it takes a lot of more digging and a lot of more investigating to try to find out. So it's just when it comes to the light, it comes. But if that's what the case is, big shout out to them. That's just what it is. Which, if so, I mean, it kind of ever more led me to believe that it was just a reaction off of the whole post situation that was responded to, which kind of lead me to believe that that's kind of what was the disagreement, and then maybe it was just a talk about it afterwards, because what can possibly just be like, oh, we're not doing it, and then we're back. Like, that's, so my take on that anyway is what I think. That's what I think. But if that's the case, not to, because I don't know. So, but to speak on just him per se, because I wasn't gonna bring him up. Just to speak on him per se, the Lions just lost one of their young rush ends probably for a majority of the season, and we was really, I know they was really looking up to him. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was the first something, whatever his nationality is, he was the first one to be in the NFL. So if I'm not mistaken, I think I got the right guy. He ends up getting hurt, and he's an edge rusher, which I have read that the Lions have been in continuous contact with Zadarius. Actually, they said they never stopped contacting him since he's been there. So
that's why he's sticking close, probably.
With them losing an edge rusher now, and it's getting so tight to the time in the season, to get a good one will probably, to get somebody that's from another team or somewhat that's probably holding out or wants probably, probably want to re-sign with their team but want more money to get them, is probably going to cost us a lot of money. And he's already willing to take a cut. I feel like it's more possibility of us leaning towards getting him now. And I hate to see the young guy injured, but I feel like it's more possibility of us leaning towards getting him now that this has happened with the injury, not the relationship, but with the injury. But if so, that just kind of works, right? It just kind of happens in time if that is what happens. But big ups to them. I hope that does work for him as well. Everybody's already screaming him, so I hope that he does come back. And we ready to do big things. So hopefully that this whole thing circles out to just be her dropping a new album in this fire and him signing a new contract with the Lions. That's what we hope
for. I was definitely hoping for that.
Yeah, that's the thing for sure. So that's new to me. I knew nothing about it. Big ups to it. I hope it works. I do. I hope it works for real. I wasn't against it ever. So. Yeah. So anyway, I guess we was still in some. That was some good stuff. I don't really got nothing like that. I can't really top that. Far as on the good part, no. But what I have for the what up though, it just wasn't really good, man. I was just kind of hurt about a lot of it. I had an update on a 21-year-old guy, Tawan Smith, who got hit by the bus on Warren. His mother is saying that there is no charges being pressed. Nobody is reaching out to her about her son. His condition is getting worse, and nobody is saying nothing to her now. Like everything is okay. Like it's fine. It's basically they don't see enough evidence to be, but this lady swiped him off the side of the road and just kept going for miles.
The lady probably didn't know.
It's just how nobody.
He was in the middle of the street.
He was not in the middle of the street. He was going to his car. So if you go into your car that's parked on the side and he's getting in his car, he didn't even see the bus because he had pizza to be exact. He sat on top of the car, and when he went to open the car, the bus swiped him off the side of the road and took him down the street. He wasn't in the middle of the street. That was for sure. I know. I seen the video.
Well, I thought he was walking. I didn't.
No, he was getting in his car.
Damn.
He was getting in his car, and there's no help. Nobody's reaching out. Nobody's saying nothing. The prosecutor said there's not enough evidence to file charges. So now she's got no help. He's got no help.
What about a lawsuit?
None of that.
Why not a lawsuit?
Denied.
Denied by who?
It's just not enough. They don't have enough. I guess enough.
They got the shit on camera.
Well, enough reason or enough evidence, because I guess the view, or what? Because the view is from this side of the car. I don't know why or what they're basically saying to why, but I know they said everything was denied. The lawsuit, the charges that was supposed to be filed, everything was denied. So now it's nothing that's helping. He had to have his spleen removed.
What?
He's having a real hard time right now. It's getting worse, and she don't know what to do, and nobody's helping her. And she's just really upset about the whole situation because she just don't know what to do, but to ask for help, but nobody's helping.
That's terrible. That's her baby.
Mm-hmm.
21, that's still your baby.
And he still wasn't doing nothing, no violent, no harm, no nothing, like picking up some food. Like, the incident is crazy. Like, the whole thing is wild, so.
They should be able to sue, though. I don't see how or why they can't sue.
Yeah, it's not happening for them.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah. It's real bad. I didn't like, because specifically I wanted to talk about that when it happened. I remember missing that when it happened. And because I didn't really like that, I'm a public transportation type of person, and just to know that I've been on both sides, I've been a person that I've driven myself. I've get in cars while buses driving by me, and a person on the bus while I'm driving by cars. It's just, that's not cool. Like, something has to be done. Something, I just feel like
agree.
something. I don't know. I can't say who's in fault, but it needs to be further investigated. That's what I'm saying. It needs to be further investigated so something can be done, is what I think. That's all I'm saying. So.
No, I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a terrible incident, and
they should be able to sue.
Yeah,
somebody.
Nothing. That's
being crunk, like something.
So, yeah, nothing that's happening now. So, yeah, it's really bad.
Well, prayers up for him and his family for sure. Taking up all the space, probably. Good looking. What was up with that? Hey, I just got some talk over. What was up with the festival getting canceled this week? Do you know about it?
I know nothing about it, actually.
There was a festival down at Hart Plaza this weekend, and it got canceled.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So that was a bummer. The Dream Cruise seems to have went off without a hitch. This is all what up, Doja Cool. This is all Detroit news, you guys.
Right. Dream Cruise is usually that's how it goes. It's usually a regular thing because it's not in Detroit technically, but you know it's usually um, how it is. It's usually never bad. They overprotect it. I know that for sure. It's hard for you to even have your car on the road during Dream Cruise. It's overprotected, but it's not in Detroit. It's 8 Mile and up, so um, they they stick to a certain criteria when you cross that way.
Most definitely.
Yeah, believe me, I know. So, I mean, of course, I think it was a success. I didn't want to go for a reason, and I stayed out the way. So, but I believe that it's always on the news, as always. So I'm sure it was a good time there. I'm sure.
Well, I was glad to hear that two people was in custody in connection with the young 15-year-old boys that they found in the cemetery or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I wanna take a second to speak just 1 second about that. Because there's just a lot of stuff that's just mixed judgment that everybody kind of has to say. And well, first and foremost, let's say the mixed judgments are people are saying, oh well, he shouldn't have been doing this and he shouldn't have been doing that, and then you got people say, well, he was just a kid, he's
right.
just picking up something that he's seen, and ooh. So my thing is, listen, everybody is gonna have their own opinion. Nobody is right and nobody is wrong, but that just furthers me to where, at some point, I thought about this, and I thought about this for a very long time. At some point, what we do is we as parents, we giving up to try everything, because we say, oh, it don't take this no more. It's not that no more. It's not this no more. It's this not. We giving up to try everything, because when it comes your back to the wall and nothing is, you got to shoot everything, right? Because my thing is, something comes for your car, something happens for your car, something happens to your car. You're not just about to give up after you try one thing and it's not working. You like, oh, I tried to do this and it just don't work. You're not just about to give your car up, right? You about to be like, I want to try this, I want to try that, you going to try everything. My thing is, your kids are who you love. If this is who you love, what you say, like what you say, it ain't no way that you going to continue to let something go. You going to continue to let this go the wrong way in front of you, knowing that this is going the wrong way, and you accepting only trying one or two things. I tried this and I tried that and it don't work. No, you going to shoot everything. I'm going to give you everything I got because I just want you to, I want this to happen for you. I want this to be nothing but the guidance for you as much as I can guide you. I can't give up. If I only try one or two things, or this is my only way, and if this way don't work, hey, it ain't. No, that's not how it go. You gotta give it. Everything is just as well as something that you want to work. Something that you really value, materialistic. I promise you, people give it everything. Yeah, I put it through the shop. I take it through this. I do this. I do that. Because you want it to continue. You want it to work. You want it to have the best. You got the best interest in this working out. And I feel like for your kids, you should have double that. Double the best interest. Like you're gonna put into, so you can make sure that everything that you wanted to happen, you tried every single possible way. It wasn't no way that somebody come to you and say, well, did you try this? Multiple times. Multiple. That's when you put effort into something you care about. I'm just tired of hearing people say, oh, well, a kid is going to be a kid and soak up. You do better as a parent then, right? If they're going to soak up certain shit that you notice, right? They're going to soak up certain shit that you do as a parent. Be a better parent. Listen, and I'm not saying you got to be the best. Listen, sometimes being better ain't being better to them. Listen, shit, go to your motherfucking room until it ain't being better to them. It's what it is keeping them from. They thank you later for this. When they understand, They thank you later for this when you keep them from certain shit that they understand later. They don't understand now. So it don't feel like right now you might be saying something that you have a content mind about. I know why I'm saying this. But when you come and get questioned about, you like, well, why? You start to question yourself. No. Stick to stern. It's what you have that. That's where you are. Somebody who come in and out, they don't know because they ain't here all the time. You gotta try everything that you gotta try. Can't nobody tell you, hey, no, that's not the way. Don't do this. Don't do that. You don't know. You don't deal with this when you're not here. It's me. If something happens, it don't come back to you. They coming back to me. So as the person who cares about these kids that y'all say, my advice is let's try more solutions. As a whole, let's put more solutional plans together to try to say, hey, if this don't work, let's try this. One thing I say, and I feel, you know your kid. You know what's gonna hurt them more than anything. You know if I take this away, you gonna be moping around this motherfucker, mad than a motherfucker. If I send you over here, you gonna be mad. If I do this, you have to, it's literally solutions you have to sit and think about. You can't just be like, oh, such and such said do this, so let me try this and think that it's gonna work. No, that worked for them. That may not work for you. It's just a difference.
And I agree. I totally agree with everything you're saying. You can't be a lazy parent. You have to be diligent. You can't be a cowardice parent. You know, you have to have the difficult conversations with your kids. And, you know, it takes blood, sweat, tears, multiple tries, multiple solutions, absolutely, multiple people involved. It's not going to be just you. It's going to be a whole village.
Absolutely.
But I also understand that at a point, some kids go above and beyond to the point where there is nothing that the parent can do. Because you got some kids that will unalive their parents. You got elementary school kids unaliving their parents over video games.
I feel like that's where what part of that came in is, you know, your kid, right? You ignored the part where they needed some help. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
but nobody wants to believe.
Right, that's the problem. That's exactly what I'm saying. You want to ignore the part when you know, is what I'm saying. Is there are signs for this, right? It's signs for this kind of stuff. You want to ignore it because you want to say, you know what? All right, it's going to be all right. It's going to get better later. Or I'm going to be out of control. Or I'm going to just let them do it this time. That's ignoring. You're letting it slide. You're ignoring the fact that I could possibly put some help or somebody to talk to or somewhere else for this kid to release this anger at. But
this is what I'm saying, though. Ignoring and acknowledging and not being able to do shit about it is two totally different things.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you do got some parents who will ignore some shit.
But I just said, what can't you do about a kid? How far down is a kid that you can't do as far as an age?
Once you, that's what I'm saying. Age. Once you get to a certain age ain't nothing but a number. You got 14-year-old kids that's 6'4", 300 pounds damn near. That's got single parent mothers. That's 5'4", 130 pounds. If I tell you don't leave this house after 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? I lock the door, I go to bed.
You getting your behind touched on. Listen, I seen a post. He said, I'll unlock. Listen, okay. Listen, because that's what they lived by back in the day. But let me tell you this. Oh boy, I hear you. Let me tell you this. I seen a post today. I seen middle school kids, girls, in the bathroom passing Douce in the bathroom. Mama said if it was mine when she got home, I had to put hands on you. Not one did you stole, but you took it to school. Now you stole what you did around here. She said, all right, but you stole and you took it to somewhere else where somebody else gonna have the ups on me. You know what I'm saying? To say how much of a parent that I am.
Say who? She had a one up. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Okay. Basically, you put me in a situation because you stole this and put it in front of other people. You get caught and they about to look at me as if I'm a bad parent, but you stole this from me. I never gave it to you. Never none of that. You know what I'm saying? So you stole it and then you took it to school. She said, now if you stole it and you did it around here, I'm going to be mad, but I get to see you. I notice how
you put me in more,
but jeopardize the situation now. But you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, this is, as a parent, this is also what she was allowed to see, to take out and want to do this with her friends, which is why I say, in ways we got to be better parents, is what we show our kids, what we do in front of them.
She could have seen that on TikTok.
But in a way, we also, that's why I say, it has to be.
Her mama might not even drink Douce.
It has to be. Where'd she get the bottle from? She looked at Young. You ain't buying that nowhere. Nowhere.
Okay, so if her mama do drink Douce, her mama grown, damn.
I didn't say nothing was wrong with her mama doing that. Did I say that? I didn't.
No, but I'm saying that because you like, we gotta watch what, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Watch what you do around them as far as, listen, definitely watch what you do around your kids. Definitely. That's the thing, because kids are sponges. We got to watch what we do. And I mean, that's exactly.
I'm definitely not going to argue that, but I'm just saying, you don't have to never do nothing around your kids.
I didn't say you ain't got to not have a drink or nothing like that. I said the way she at there turning up, hey, how this bottle, hey, how you even know about, you know what I'm saying? We even about to do this type of stuff. I'm chilling and having a good time. We ain't, hey, you won't see this, hey, of me, because that's outside.
I knew about it, and my mama ain't do none of that shit. My mama ain't do none of the shit that I did coming up. None of it. My mama was the squarest of the square. And I knew about and did all of it. And this was back in the 90s and the 80s and the 2000s.
I grew up with my grandma. My grandma still don't smoke weed or drink liquor. So
and you knew about all that. So it ain't, you know what I'm saying?
And I got my ass beat if she knew about anything that I went outside and touched. It got the shit beat out of me to the point where I had to say I gonna not live here anymore to continue to do what I want to do. I had to learn that. It's a lesson. If I want to live here, I'm gonna learn to continue to get my ass beat. Whatever the structure is that I have to go through that I don't want to go through, if I want to live here, this is what I got to go through. Or that's why I got to tighten shit up. If not, then I want to go. That's exactly what it was, yes. That's exactly, yes. When I didn't get my way, because I was getting my ass beat too much, and I got to a certain age where she said, will you get a choice? I'm gone.
That's how they feel.
Gone. But I understood the structure of the household if I would have stayed.
He said his mama had a gun, okay?
Yeah, that's what it was real different in every household back then. It was real different in every household.
Listen, if my mama did have a gun, I never would have thought she was going to shoot me if I did some bad shit. But I feel you.
Yeah, you gotta know. It was just, everybody had a little different, you know, and I just feel like that's where we embark from the root. Now, we just taking so much away because everybody always felt like back then, oh, I'm never gonna be like, I'm never gonna do my kids like this, or I'm never gonna do my kids like that, because we didn't really understand the structure part. It don't have to be exactly like, but you're getting a deal like this to set a structure. Why? It was more so structured then. You had to sneak and do shit, opposed to you just do it freely. You ain't smoking. You wasn't smoking. What? Smoking with my grandma? I bet I had to smoke by myself. Now people smoking with their kids at early age, middle school. You wasn't doing that.
I knew a friend of mine who spoke with her grandma, but we was grown.
Middle school. I'm talking middle school.
My grandma ain't smoke weed. I wish she did. I would have smoked with her. That's my girl.
Yeah, it's just
I
different.
miss
The
her.
times we live in is different. It's a whole lot different. The structure is a whole lot different. A whole lot
Yeah,
different.
it's different.
Back
I
in the
agree.
days, the teacher used to almost be able to the you know what I'm saying? To chastise you in a way, to kind of tell you what to do in a way with stern like authority.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this on the show before. I had a teacher she brought her sorority paddle to work and used it on us
Yeah,
in like first
absolutely.
grade, called it
That
green medicine.
That was a thing. That was definitely a thing then. And the thing is, I'm not saying that that's okay for just like teachers to be able to just do so. I'm not even saying that it's okay to even go to that, because nowadays that's child abuse. I'm not even saying it's okay to even go to that.
Nowadays it's child abuse.
Nowadays it's child abuse, absolutely.
If it's child abuse nowadays, then it was child abuse then.
It wasn't then. I got beat on for years. Child.
It was child abuse then.
It wasn't then
Yes, it
because
was.
nobody said nothing. It
Just
was
because
never
ain't
a
nobody
case.
say nothing don't mean it wasn't
No,
child
it
abuse.
was fine with everybody. It was fine. It wasn't child abuse then. It was fine with everyone. Police will pull up and tell you it's okay. You can whoop them right now in front of me.
No,
That's fine.
I feel you, because even when I had custody of my sister, and she had to get something, and I hauled off and bop, and she tried to tell the people at school or whatever. I had to come pick her up from the police station, the school police, and all of this, and they told her like they was on my side.
That's a village. That's a village.
They was on my
That
side
is
because
a
she
village.
was tripping though. My
That's a
little
village.
sister,
That's a village.
you know, I love her. She be watching us sometime.
That's a village.
So, Tiff, if you watching, sorry to put your business out here, but she was tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? I adopted her when I was 19 and she was 11. So you could imagine by the time she was like 13, 14, the shit that I was dealing with. You know what I mean? And it had just got to that point where she had did something. I think she was skipping class in like the 8th grade. And she said something smart. I pop. Next day she gonna tell the people at school. And that was on my side, like I said. But that was a whole nother story. I don't want to talk about that because that's gonna get me going down a whole rabbit hole of some bullshit that happened back then. But the police, depending on if they back then, if they seen that you just was disciplining your kid, then yeah, they probably didn't look at it like child abuse. Where now they look at anything like child abuse. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you had to really be abusing your kid for it to be looked at as child abuse. If you just disciplining them, spit a rocks for the child type shit, where it wasn't, you know, looked at as torture or, you know what I mean, detrimental to their life. But, right, you can't even talk to their asses loud. Nah.
Well, best believe they will have to come and get me, because it's just I'm safety over, you feel me, anything. So I would just be that one, and I ain't really too firm to be like I'm every day, but I would just be that one. You just catch me like that, and you just gotta catch me like that before I worry about catching them outside having to go through, and then I gotta depend on you to go and do something.
Yeah, and at least
What
I
they
know
do,
I'm
it's
doing it out of love. You know what I'm saying? I got that best interest at heart. You know, like, I'm not going to take them out of there.
Yeah,
For
to
real.
let it have to boil down to you, as in protect and serve, I see how much you really take it. You know how far you really take it. And I feel like
And
it ain't far enough.
protect, I think I heard earlier, read somewhere, that whole is protect property. That wasn't even really to protect people for real. That was to protect property.
I mean, that's what it's saying.
Because the First Amendment or whatever, one of the amendments where you get to carry your gun, you're supposed to be able to protect yourself. But the police was there to protect your property.
That's what it's saying, Mike. Anyway, you can call them for that.
First they took the fathers out of the home, then you can't beat your kids leaving you with no authority. Now we got a bunch of undisciplined. Well, yeah, you can't beat your kids, but they can.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, absolutely.
They can beat the hell out of them,
Right.
shoot them,
Right.
lock
So
them up,
that's why
do whatever.
I don't think that that's. I don't think that the judgment is fair when it comes to that what they say about that, and I don't think that. I think that that takes a lot of enforcement out of homes, and that's I can't say why, but I'm gonna say that that plays a part in why we are having a lot of the YN problems is what I think where it started with YNs, because now they're YNs opposed to what at that age of group age range used to be called, you know. So I feel like it plays a big part in the homes, in the parenting, and yeah, in proper development. I like that. I like the way that that was put. So, and it starts from the top, like what you allowed to do now. So, but people gonna bend, people gonna break. Whatever happens. I just pray for everybody. I pray that we can just make it a better place to be, because right now this just seems like an unreal place. And it's just so much chaos,
evil
going on, taking over the world,
treachery,
chaos, like. Yeah. So prayers up that we can get this all together one by one. I don't care who does it. We just gotta all do it. It's a group of us. We gotta do it in groups, one at a time. We gotta get together. It's not. It's a time for that now more than ever, more than any time that was before. It's a time now, but let's not, we trying to settle with not going into war with other countries. Why are we going
while we at war with ourselves?
Why are we going to war with ourselves? So, something gotta stop, and I feel like that's gotta give, because what's happening is a lot of kids are getting hurt. We losing a lot of kids and a lot of bullshit.
And a lot of kids is hurting people.
And that's just straight up.
Like, for real. Like, 16, 17, 18-year-olds unaliving people right now. So, teach your child the value of life.
Absolutely.
Like, this 18-year-old is right now, he already had a prior arson charge, and he only 18. Right.
Yeah.
So, he obviously got issues. Then he pays for oral sex, sloppy toppy, from a sex worker, right? Then agrees to the intercourse. They got him on camera going in the alley with the victim. Now, what is alleged is that it was after the agreeing to the intercourse that he found out that the victim was transgender. So then he strangled him and stole his phone and his money. Took the money back that he paid. So they trying to say that, and it's so terrible because I kind of see both sides. I ain't even gonna lie. And y'all know I am a LGBTQI ABCDEFG. I'm an advocate for the community. I don't think that they should be ostracized or taken advantage of in any kind of way, treated bad in any kind of way. But I kind of see, because first of all, this is an 18-year-old kid, right? Now, whether he knew or not prior to the intercourse agreeing upon or what, I don't know. But what they're saying is that the initial interaction being under false pretenses was almost like a grape. Like, he's now in defense of, I didn't consent to this. I consented to SIGs with what I thought was a woman. Once I find out you've misrepresented yourself, now that consent is null and void. And now I'm defending myself against the grape. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, right? Because I kind of see where they going with that. But at the same time, I don't feel like nobody deserved. I don't feel like you should have killed this person. Because wait, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Well, no, I did say that. Did I say either way it go? Because I think they said that he agreed to the oral sex, and then it was alleged, this is all allegedly, that he knew that it was a trans before agreeing to the intercourse, but still got mad after and strangled him. That's what it was. When he first agreed to the initial oral sex, he thought it was a woman. Found out it was a man and still wanted the intercourse. But, and y'all know how it be sometimes when you watching the funny movies or whatever. And then after it's over, it's like, ugh, why was I watching this? This is gross. It's off my phone type shit. Like, once you done self-pleasuring yourself, you don't even know, you don't want to see this no more. You feel, halfway ashamed that you just spent 20 minutes looking at this. Right? I feel like that's the phenomenon that happened to this 18-year-old baby. You know what I'm saying? He was in the heat of it when he first got introduced with the oral part, to where he was kind of drunk with lust and kept going through the intercourse part. And then when it was all over, now he's disgusted, he's mad, he's embarrassed, he's, you know what I'm saying? And in the heat of passion, he strangled this person. And then once he did that, it was like, well, give me my money back. I can sell this phone. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't really know. Sounds like a plan. I don't, cause I can't really say. It's situational. I just don't really know. So I can't really say. I can't really. What I think is that's very close to probably what happened. Or, you know what, at the end of the day, the dog probably knew going in the whole situation, and then was done, and then was like, you know what, flipped out. You know what I'm saying? People I feel like people plan stuff nowadays. It's so hard to say if you are not going through a problem or haven't been going through a problem where you can possibly flip, and this is not a repeat thing for you. People so much like to plan shit, like a sit back and a plan shit on them, plot on you.
So like he plotted to unalive a trainer, you saying?
Quick, because I feel like now you about to probably go and say something. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't about to crack. I was about to just get to, you know what I'm saying, this right here, knowing that you was there. But you know what? I got here. I want to crack now. Nah, I crack. You are probably about to say something. Nah, I can't.
But it was a transaction. Who was they gonna tell? They didn't even know this person personally.
How many motherfuckers be scared to live their life? Motherfuckers really.
But what I'm saying is, it ain't like this was a friend or something. This was a transaction. They paid them. Who was they gonna tell?
Anybody. You know, motherfuckers is scared about nothing when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, when it comes to that, you not that kind of person, or you want to represent not that kind of person. So once you feel like you did it, and you feel like somebody might say something or anything, like, I can't let nobody know this happened. I feel like people playing shit a lot of the times. If
That's
a motherfucker ain't got a repetitive report of having some type of craziness or some type of problem or some type of, you know what I'm saying? Let's not call it a problem, but some type of, you know what I'm saying? We're counseling. If you not have had a record of this repetitively, like I don't feel like you can just claim it off something like that. I don't feel like.
Oh, you saying
don't just run it?
You
off
shouldn't be able to claim insanity, temporary insanity.
Bingo, or something like that. Because I feel like you had so much time to plan that out, and then you ain't never had this before. This never happened to you before. Yeah. I mean, listen. If you go to, if that's a life you live, if you live that.
I mean, I advise you to
picking up
or just don't care.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you just get some sloppy, just don't care.
I mean, listen.
Or you better.
In all ways, you better care.
You better.
The rate of HIV is
HIV can come from anywhere.
But
HIV can come from a female.
The rate is high, so you better. I'm not saying that it came from a certain person, but where's the majority of the, you know?
And so, I mean, if you doing a hooker anyway, like it don't matter if it's male or female. You didn't call somebody that's a hooker. You like.
Cause where do you think
HIV? Like really?
Where do you think a motherfucker that goes to that don't got? You know what I'm saying? That can't get it from nowhere else. Where do you think they're going to? They're going somewhere they can pay that you can't really tell them no.
Motherfuckers that can get it from somewhere else go to where they can pay. So that don't matter. This is my whole point. Like, don't make it seem like the gays is the ones with the HIV.
We were talking about hookers. When did I say something about that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, we was talking about inspecting your hookers just in case you get a trans hooker. That's what I was talking about.
Right. I mean hookers, period. You're inspecting them, period, though, right?
But no, he's talking about in case they a man. Not about no HIV.
Okay, but then you doing that too. But then you doing that too.
He's talking about you gotta
because or not you gonna end up like what Dog tried to play his story was. It's probably real people that had a story like that. Or maybe his story was really like that. You know, I'm not gonna take away from it. Maybe his story was really like that. Or you're gonna have people like that that's saying, I didn't know. You know, yes, you do have to inspect. If that's what you're gonna do, if that's the life you live, if that's what you're into, yes.
Because you can't inspect and find HIV.
But you can inspect and find if this is male or female. And
that's what I mean when I say why I just said it doesn't matter if it's male or female. HIV has no gender, has no sexual orientation. That shit is everywhere.
You just
so
said
you can't
it
just
don't
say
really come from females like that, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't you say that?
No, I did not say that.
Okay, I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay.
You definitely tripping because I didn't say that.
Okay, that's fine. I could be, but I'm sure that's not where it comes from majority, like passed to. Because I'm like, you know what? Females are quick to say like, oh, it's niggas out here passing diseases and shit like that. So now that's what that is. That's not the same. Like it has to. You got to pick a struggle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. So I'm not understanding. So who's passing it then?
I said that it's not only coming from the gays. It's coming from everybody. You can get it from if you fucking with females. Is what I said. It's not just coming from the gays.
Let's not specify what your sexuality is. I'm specifying just your sex, right? Which is your, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what your preference is, your sexual preference is, just your sexuality. So, which means you're male or female. I said for men, I don't care if you are gay, straight, bi, what you want to be, try, how you want to be. I said men. I didn't say, well, I didn't say if he was gay or straight or none of that. I said a man. That's what I said. Is where it's projected to be transmitted from the most. If, you know, whenever.
That's probably because men are asymptomatic. That's just scientific. That's probably why people say that. Because men will have it and won't have no symptoms and won't know. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, because and then of course everybody know. everybody know that, you know what I mean, men are more likely to do stuff like, you know, pay a hooker extra to have raw sex with her. That type shit.
But if it's not coming from hookers though, then, or if it's not mainly coming from hookers though, right?
I said it's not mainly coming from the gays, is what I said, and I don't think it's mainly coming from hookers either. I'm just saying.
I said
that's the type of stuff that they would do. That's the type of stuff that males would do.
Right. So that's what I said. It's coming from males mainly. I didn't say, you know.
No, you said that people say that, and I don't necessarily believe that. I just feel like if it is true, it's because they will not even know they got it. Because they're asymptomatic. It ain't necessarily just because they just out here any more than females. Females be out here too, but we get the symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Faster than men. Most STDs are asymptomatic in men. That's just science. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but okay, all right, okay. No, it's just niggas ignoring the fact is what it is. It's gonna burn when you pee. You get an STD. It's gonna burn when you pee.
Not all the time, baby.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Not all the time. That's just.
I'm right,
fact.
absolutely. I'm wrong. I said that. Okay. Yeah. That was it for me on that part. Anyway, I don't know if you got anything else to say about that. That was it for me.
I just, I hope, you know, it's a lesson to everybody. Like our guest on tag said, inspect your mates, whether you pay for them or not. Don't be just only getting head from somebody for months at a time. Don't be only hitting from the back for months at a time. I know y'all watched Jerry Springer back in the day. Nah, come on. You gotta do better. And then blame it on sis because you want to act like you ain't know. Like, if you is gonna hit it from the back, you better reach it up there and find the click. Cause if it ain't there,
it's a crazy world out here. You better ask for that.
Hey, you already know.
If you paying for it, expect anything. But if not, if that's your life partner, you better ask for some baby pictures. See, and that's for both male and
That's
female.
your life.
Ask for baby pictures, birth certificates.
Oh God. First of all, if you done deal with this person for, if you got that type of bond with this person where y'all have been together like that, or you talking about being a life partner?
Go around their family.
Come on now.
People changing genders nowadays. Nowadays, man, people changing genders nowadays. It's different.
Yeah, that's like, but you know.
Go around their family. That's not, now that's if you up in age. Now let me tell you, what's different is, nowadays they about to be able to change their sex on their birth certificate. They could change it on their birth certificate now.
Yeah.
See, back in the day, you wasn't doing no, man, what? Listen, so now, y'all listen, it's scary, man. It's scary. It's scary, too.
I think that guy who escaped, the last of the 10 escapees.
Yeah, I don't think that's him.
I don't think that was him that they supposedly spotted at the Wendy's or Burger King, wherever he's supposed to be working. No, I don't believe that's him. But I believe he's somewhere probably living like a woman. Because I believe...
He laying low probably thinking about that.
I believe he probably was
like that, but now
a female. Like I think he probably was, you know, gay for the state type. Like yeah.
But now I feel like they done drew so many images of him and the female. He just about to change his image of a nigga, wear a wig and shit, still but be a nigga. Like I feel like now you counteract. Like don't be a female, but be a nigga. Wear a wig, wear some dreads or something. Wear a fucking beard. You know what I'm saying? Because they already got your images as a female. right? So how do you counteract? I'm not gonna be a female. You already got so many images of me as a female. Niggas looking for that. Nah, I'm just gonna be a different type of nigga. Long hair nigga with a beard, dreads.
He like real muscle bound and shit.
He real different. I feel like dog. He watching. He able to see this shit because that's national. He able to see wherever he at. You can't see him, but he can see you. He can see how you preparing for him, what you looking at him as, and he can counteract that shit if he's smart. I'm gonna counteract that shit. I'm not gonna go as no female. That's what you want me to be.
Smart, if not a lot of smart. Shit.
That's what you imagining me as. Them all the pictures that you putting on me as a female. That's what you want me to be. Nah, I'm gonna be a Rasta or I'm gonna be something way out the way that you don't even expect. I'm a dreadhead. I'm damn near trying to put on makeup every day.
A haircut. Go bald or something.
Get some dreads. Don't even get no long hair, no shit. Get some little, just enough dreads with some color to put some color on the motherfuckers. Move to somewhere, Florida, Rasta. Hey man, I'm Rasta man.
Yeah man.
Yeah man.
Yeah man.
You know what I'm saying? Do some shit. Listen, I'm trying to tell I feel like he counteracting them because they putting out so much stuff that they think, you know what I'm saying? After this long, they trying to just drop sketches of what they think he probably out here looking like. And then I just feel like if he just look like the total opposite of that, he like, shit, you don't even think I look like this? You know what I'm saying?
What one?
It's like shit, so yeah.
What one?
He doing his big one out here. So yeah, so I hope that he could keep it up, man. Yeah, keep it up as long as you can.
Just don't do nothing else. Don't hurt nobody.
I don't condone no violence and no.
Don't make us regret rooting for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I don't condone no violence. We don't condone violence.
Take pride in your second chance.
Yeah, accept that.
Give God glory.
Yeah, and move like how you should move. And you can clear your name after I think it's 7 years or something like that. I don't know, maybe. But look at some laws. Read the laws while you out. Read some laws while you out.
Try to find you a loophole.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you doing? And that way, if you can get out and you can be out a certain range and keep a certain range or something, man, do that.
Try to make your way somewhere with no extradition law.
Safe.
Or something like that. You better call Russell Simmons.
Get somewhere safe, man. While we talking about jail time, I want to say my boy Sean Kingston. If y'all remember Sean Kingston, man. Sean Kingston's got 3.5 years and his mama got 5 years. They was running some fraud activities. He was using his fame to run fraud on people to get stuff to say he was gonna pay them back. He got shit like TVs, Cadillacs, motherfucking Rolls. He got a bunch of shit and basically never paid for it. Got it off his name, never paid for it. His mama helped him. She was behind it as well. He got 3.5 years and she got 5. I feel like give me the. I don't know where they got it at. I think so. I think that's where it's at. I think so. My thing is, I'm not gonna let my mama do more time to me. Listen, hell no. My mama not about to sit in here longer than me. Man, listen here. I listen here. I don't even like the idea because I feel like shit. He the one who put his mama on the schemes. I feel like she wasn't on that before you. You the nigga using your name. She ain't using her name. You was on these schemes. You put your mama on. And now she doing the most time out the deal. I ain't like that. Yeah, I think that's how it went. I don't think, no, I'm talking about Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston got 3.5 years in prison for fraud, and his mama got 5 years. And they was running the same scheme. They was using his name to get to get merchandise,
I
cars,
think the
all
mama seen
type
him
of
falling
shit.
off and was like, "This how we gonna get some money, son." The mama put him on the scheme.
I don't know.
That's what I think.
I think he was too ready to use his name, but didn't really
And
know
knew that
how.
he had a name. His mother.
No, I feel like I feel like he was too ready to use his name, and then had to bring somebody
It ain't up
in.
to it ain't up to them. It ain't up to him. Once the law get involved,
Mama
the
doing 5
police
years.
don't make
Mama
him do-
doing 5 years.
the law, the judicial system made her do the time. He couldn't stop that.
Yeah.
Once they caught, and that's probably where they probably. I think the mama was the one who put him on game.
I don't think so. I don't know if that's what happened, like the inside story.
Yeah.
But I just think that he was the one who was doing that, and he used her as a person as her name. You
I
know what I'm
understand you saying give me all that on me, but you can say that, but that don't mean that the judge gonna go for that.
I mean, I understand though, right? So at the very least, why is my time shorter than hers? At the very least, charge
Because
me
they
for what you
probably
charging her
seen
for.
who was the ringleader. The investigators know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like how that.
It's
happened.
fucked up.
I
I'm not
that.
saying.
Yeah, I just
You know
ain't
what I'm
like that.
saying?
Yeah, I just ain't.
And then too, as a mother,
Yeah,
give me the most time.
Mm-mm.
As a mother, matter of fact, give me all the time. Let my baby stay out there so he can continue his career and make his money. Give me all the time. As a mother, and I understand you as a son, you saying that.
Wouldn't been like that. Yeah, no, especially you feel me? Like, no, it wouldn't have been that. But I understand though. And listen, that was just something that that came up though. But
The mama probably seen that he was falling off and wasn't making money like he was. She like, son, you got a name. We can do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? The mama probably, especially if they in Jamaica, the mama probably had some type of
it was
plug.
all on tour everywhere.
The mama probably had the plug.
Like we love your son. Type
Yeah,
shit.
the mama had the plug with the underground, because the mama, the gangster for real, her son had a talent. She's, you know what I'm saying? But she probably was connected in Kingston or some shit. Because you know, them motherfuckers in Kingston, Jamaica is gangster.
Yeah, they like that, man. And I just, I just prayers up for them. I just hope they, rock that down real quick. But
Yeah,
I
'cause
think by this time sentencing, I think they already have been locked up since like last year or something. So I think that time gonna be time served. But of course he about to be out in a minute then, and she's still about to be in there. But I hope they hold it down or whatnot, and just put a plan together. Sean Kingston, man, you got good music, man. Just make some music when you come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get in the lab, bro. Just do something. You know what I'm saying? Get something for your mama to
Yeah.
come home to. Make some money for your mama to come home to, because regardless to not if she made that plan or not, she did some time for you, brother. You still could have said, no, mom, we not don't do that. I could just always go and do this, and I can make a hit right now. Bro, you still, bro.
And Sean Kingston.
Yeah, you had a name.
Kingston, but
That's the whole
and
thing.
he was that nigga behind the scenes, though.
Yeah, that was the whole
what
thing.
a lot
You
of
had a
people
name.
don't know is he was that nigga, like in producing, writing, shit like that, for a good little while after that 1-2 hits that he
Right.
had under his name. He was making hits for other people.
Yeah, and that's
Yep,
cool.
yep.
You know
Rock
that's
star.
where the money at. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So
yeah.
my thing is get back in your bag, bro. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
yeah.
When you touch down, get back in your bag. Make sure your mama come home good, bro. That's my whole thing, man. Because that was for you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all had a plan. Y'all was doing y'all thing. Y'all was running it up. But just make sure baby come home good. You feel me? You got the name. You touched on first. Make sure baby come home good. Man. That's all, man. Big ups to that. So. I don't know if you wanted to move into something, but I had this one thing I
Let's
wanted to touch real quick. Now, Tiana Taylor. Now, we touched this on a recent episode. Make sure y'all go to them recent episodes. Now, she had won a child support little case against Iman Shumpert or whatnot, where he was paying her a nice little dough or whatnot, according to keeping up with the court. The court documents or whatever they requested, the court request. Now, reports that Tiana Taylor broke the request. She wasn't doing what the court asked her to do. So now she owes him 70,000. Because she didn't do. You know what I'm saying? She didn't keep up with what the court requested her to keep up with. So, my thing was, now when we spoke on this before, this is why this rung a bell, right? When we spoke on this before, the word was that, okay, he needed to pay that. Boom, that's what he needed to do. Wham, boom, wham. Okay.
He needed to pay what?
Cause she was like, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm like, he got this. That was her properties. That was this. Ooh, he need to be giving her some money. That's her money. Something like that, right? If I'm not mistaken, we'll rewind back. But listen, if I'm not mistaken, right? It went something in that nature, right? Because I was saying something about she got like I don't know how many properties that she had got out of this. And I was like, she had got a nice amount of money, like 10 million or something like that. Excuse me. And he was like, those was her properties or something before, or something that something, right? We was just
I said they split. They came in. They left with what they came in with. That she had her own stuff. He had his own stuff. And that she didn't take him for everything he got, like he was trying to make it seem. That's what I said, because I just recently, it's funny because I just recently watched that episode.
Okay, well, now she owes him 70,000 because she wasn't keeping up with court orders, so to say.
I don't think that's gonna last, because once her lawyers get done with him, he's gonna owe her, because he's the one who put the shit out there in the first place. The shit was supposed to be, the whole divorce was originally filed under Jane Doe and John Doe type shit, and he and his lawyers is the ones who originally violated the orders. So
if you're not keeping this, I don't know what you think means was gonna stand. She knows she already owes this, because she
that could easily be appealed.
She didn't keep up with it.
That could easily be appealed.
Okay, appeal for you doing not what you were supposed to do. Like, I don't think it's gonna be. If you just didn't keep in the court orders, like, why would you appeal? I just brought it. Just it was a twinkle to my eye when I seen it, because I was just like, we had just talked about this on a recent episode.
Like, it's a twinkle in your eye, because she's supposed to owe him 70,000.
No, because like, you had recently felt like he had deserved, but you don't know what they're going through. Now she just feel like she can do what she want, and that's okay.
What you mean, dude? He the one who did what he want with, and that was okay to begin with. Nobody wasn't even supposed to be knowing they was getting a divorce. The whole divorce was filed under Jane Doe and John Doe. Like, what are you talking about? He mad because she moved on to another nigga. Now he doing all this extra shit.
So now he's doing extra because she didn't follow up on the court orders that she was supposed to.
Yeah, he's doing extra shit. Yes, he is. You obviously haven't researched. You just reading these headlines and getting excited. Because you think the nigga got a one-up on
I didn't.
a bitch.
Actually,
no.
I actually no. But no, I actually did. I know exactly, but okay.
Okay, well, I'm listening. Because I know too.
Okay, so if you know, then what is it to say? So what are you saying to say that's wrong about it?
What I'm saying is, it's gonna be very funny when the shit hit the fan and he end up having to pay her.
Okay, we will see. Mm-hmm. Keep that for later episodes, and when we do bring that back, I don't want you to say, "Oh, are we still talking about this?" Oh, I want you to do that. Okay, when we bring that back up. Okay, when we bring that back up for later episodes.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't care.
We will bring that back up for later episodes. I want you to, yeah.
No, he was a basketball player, wasn't he?
Yeah, Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
Iman is mad because she with the little light skinned nigga now.
I don't think
that's what's going on.
I don't think that's the deal. Okay, I don't think that. All right.
Oh, so he not mad? He don't care? He don't want her?
I don't think
he don't want her no more?
No, I don't think so.
You think he don't want Tiana Taylor no more? You crazy as
I
hell.
don't think so.
Why not?
You know,
Why wouldn't he?
he's moved on.
To who?
Okay.
To who? I'm asking.
I just listen. Do you?
To what?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Have you seen Tiana Taylor lately?
The problem is that's where females get stuck, right? Like females think that it's gonna be, oh, he ain't gonna get from me. He not gonna move on.
I'm not saying he won't. I'm saying he haven't.
Okay.
I'm not saying he won't.
Okay. Okay. He haven't as far as what you saying, right?
Obviously, that's why he's still harassing her.
As far as what you saying.
You brought this to my
Okay.
attention. I hadn't even seen it.
Right, as far as what you saying. So right, okay. Right. That's funny. Okay, ESPN, right? I wanted to say, ESPN. This had kind of touched me in a way, because they not gonna air Spike Lee's documentary of Colin Kaepernick. And I feel like why they said that is because there's some spicy stuff in there that got a lot to do with right now. Donald Trump is the president right now. Colin Kaepernick doesn't play right now, and the NFL is ran.
My racist white people.
Basically, socially, allegedly. So the thing is, it's a hard thing to put out, because Donald Trump is the reason that Colin Kaepernick is not working, doesn't have a job in the NFL, and nobody wants to sign him because of that. And Donald Trump is now the president, which makes it even harder. So
he was the president when he took a knee too, right?
He was the president. That's why he doesn't have a job. Because
so why didn't he get a job when Biden was the president?
No,
because they still want to fight
it was still a struggle. During that time, he had been off for a year or two. He had been off for a second. He was working out with teams. It was still a struggle. Yeah, it was hard for him. He had to work to get there, so. It just didn't work, but he was in the picture of teams. But now he's back, and they ESPN will not allow Spike Lee. And I was like, Spike Lee, and what Spike Lee said, to be exact, he said, I signed the contract that I can't speak.
With
about.
Who? With ESPN?
Yeah, that he can't speak about it. And they asked him something. He said, that's all I can say.
Damn.
I signed the contract that I cannot speak about it. And I feel like me, as being a football player and understanding kind of sort of where Colin Kaepernick came from, because he had a little thing on Netflix, where he came from, why he did what he did, he had a whole word in saying, and the backlash that he got from it is, I feel like, why ESPN will not actually view that they will not let that be a thing. Especially having Spike Lee as a director of it, he's gonna get. It's only a documentary, but he's gonna get all in, I didn't like that because I felt like it was hiding a lot of things that kind of need to be put to the forefront, and I feel like they're gonna hide it as long as they can. And why I don't like it is because it interferes with a game that I love a lot. I grew up on. I take very serious, and it's the game of life. It teaches you life lessons in multiple ways, and I just don't like that. It's just easily robbed away from people who grew up on this. From what I'm saying,
talking about the documentary.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He can still right now. It's people in the NFL right now that say if he was in the NFL right now, he'd be the face of the NFL as a quarterback.
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. He was good, young,
That was his first year?
That was like his second or third You know what I'm saying? So he was good, young, and he just got robbed. You know, and I feel like that, and I just didn't like it, and
Damn.
I don't like that ESPN won't do the documentary, but I guess you know it's politics, so um,
Yeah.
I hope that it's a way that they can drop it somewhere else that we can see it because I really wanna see it.
Yeah, fuck it, ESPN. Put it on Netflix.
Yeah, I know it's gonna.
Put it on Tubi. Fuck it.
I know it's gonna get real personal.
Put
Actually,
it on Tubi.
and anybody
Right?
anybody who want to watch that fight, that is going to be my boy Bud Crawford, right?
But
And then it's going to be Canelo. That's going to be no pay-per-view, free on Netflix. So y'all better get your
what?
subscriptions. I'm going to get that, by
And
the way.
when is that?
That's coming up next month, I think. I don't know the exact date because it wasn't even wrote down on my notes. It was just something
Okay.
that you brought up. Team Crawford, you're a Crawford fan. That's fine. I didn't like that Crawford. I didn't like that Crawford beat my boy Spence. So I really want to see what he's gonna do against Canelo. This to determine what I'm gonna think about Crawford. Okay. All right. Let's go. I'm sorry. Where? What happened? Oh, okay. Real quick. Okay. You watch reality TV, then you will be right with me on this if you're a reality TV person. So, reality TV star Zale, right?
The gay one?
Yeah, Zale, who went with Saucy Santana, is no longer with Saucy Santana because he said that he is no longer attracted to men. He is back with his baby mother and said he wants to make his family work because he's no longer attracted to men. He don't like men anymore. And the only reason this kind of struck to me is because I'm not against any community. But I want to know, is that a thing, right? So if you are part of the LGBTQ ABC, whatever she calls it, is that thing? Can you just turn it like on and off? Or are you just like, all right, look, I like boom, and then you just like, I'm sorry, I'm back to regular.
Yes and no.
So
Now, for men, especially in the black community, we gonna say it's a lot harder. We gonna say no. Some of us gonna just say flat out no. But in reality, yeah, just like if you a man who, when you was young, you were trying to figure yourself out. You was, getting to know yourself, sexuality, on a heterosexual level.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
No, go.
I'm listening.
No, go.
I'm listening. What's up?
So like, I almost forgot.
Only on heterosexual level.
Right. Okay. Right, that's what I was saying. So it's no different. It's the same as if you was trying to figure yourself out on a heterosexual level and you used to just be willy-nilly promiscuous. But then you decide, no, I'm gonna settle down with one woman. If you figuring yourself out as a person that's possibly LGBTQIA whatever, and then you find out like, no, that's not for me. I might have tried it in whatever capacity, and I'm going this way. You can do that. It's my opinion. Now, if it's just in you, because there's levels to it. Just like you got levels to any mental situation. Uh, I feel like your sexuality is a mental thing. Whether you hetero, homo, bi, whatever, it's a part of your mental health, and it's levels to it. It's a spectrum. So you could just you could be, so low on the spectrum where you just, you might just be visually, but would never physically act on it. All the way to I I was born a girl, but I think I should have been a boy, and now I want to transition. It's a whole spectrum. You know what I mean? So.
I feel like that happens a lot, but I don't know. Maybe I walked in and back in. Okay. But yeah, that's all I turn on off. That's all I wanted to know. If it,
some people can turn it on and off, okay. Not all.
Understand.
Depending on how far you is on the spectrum. If you one of them who just maybe like a 0 to a 1, where you can acknowledge an attractive person of the same sex. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's not the same as wanting to take somebody down through there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Or being willing to receive favors from, you know what I'm saying? It's different levels.
Yeah, okay, so I misunderstood. I was right. I don't. Right. Not that I misunderstood. I was asking. So I'm learning. Not that I just it was just because of that is the reason why I asked. I said that's a question that I want to bring up. I want to know, is it just an on and off switch? Because how do you just be like, hey, yo, I just go from my baby mama to the opposite sex or whatever that I go to, and then I come back and then I'm just like, hey, yo, that I'm not into that no more. I guess I just wanted to know. I guess that's because I don't know. I just felt like you can't just do that. Felt like that was a renege in a spade game. Like,
well, I mean,
you can't just do that. Like, how do you do? No, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like if anything, females was gonna feel like that. Like, oh no, like can't no woman, you can't go to and then come back to so I just that's why. So, all right. You, for example, would you accept the person that said this? Okay, you talk to this person, put yourself in his baby mama situation. You talk to this person, boom. Kid by this person, boom. They make that change, boom, and then they say, all right, no, I'm straight. I just want to go back to boom.
I mean, it depends on what type of person they are on all the other levels.
Gotcha.
Depends on how they really is.
Yeah, I hear.
I mean, and it's our baby daddy.
Yeah,
so that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, because we talking about like a life partner. It really depends. It depends on.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Hey, that's how I go. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm a cut from a different cloth.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, what you gotta understand is that, because you are cut from a different cloth, do not mean that you have similarities of a lot of other people. You get what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean that everything is similar, but you may have this group that's similar to that group that's similar to this. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how it works. All right. Anyway, anytime if you wanna, I was just saying that if you wanna just if you wanna go right now, if not, let me know. Um,
Help Me Hank is innocent. So the dude who tried to say he sexually harassed him during a massage, he's been proven innocent.
Help me, Hank. Who is that?
Oh,
I'm like, who?
help me, Hank.
Who? Where's he? Who? What happened? Tell me what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't even know who. Oh my God! She's gonna leave me on blank like that.
I'm going to get this thing so I can show you who he is.
Oh, I was gonna say she's gonna leave me on blank like that. Help me, Hank. Listen. Okay, listen, y'all. I've not been on my. I have not been. I ain't gonna lie. Not been on my stuff lately. I've been super tired. I've been trying to get some stuff done. What? But, you know, I have been dedicating a lot of time to you guys. I want you guys to know. But Help Me Hank is a new one. I do not know Help Me Hank. I'm sorry. So, if you guys know, Help
He
Me
tripping,
Hank,
y'all.
and feel like I should know Help Me Hank, I want to tell
You
you
from
right
Detroit,
now.
right?
I want to tell you right now.
So you should know Help Me Hank, but
I'm sorry. I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Ohio. Okay, so I'm sorry. I don't know Help Me Hank. You know, to my people, but oh, I don't watch that channel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about Help Me Hank.
come on now. I know y'all know Help Me Hank.
What happened with Help Me Hank?
Okay, so Help Me Hank had got a massage, right? And the massage therapist lied on him basically and said that he was trying to get frisky with him.
Oh,
And that he forced himself on him. Hey, who does that?
Help Me Hank, a horny guy.
No, because he was lying.
Horny Help Me Hank. Help me, horny Hank.
Help me, Hank Horny.
Help me, Hank, horny.
Allegedly.
Horny, help me, Hank. Allegedly. Yeah, okay.
Help me, Hank like, yeah.
All right, so,
He was innocent.
yeah, she knows. I don't know nothing about her, man. Okay, so, since we talking about funny stories, right? I got a funny story for you guys. So, let me tell you guys about Cameron versus Omar Gooding.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I got this.
So listen.
I got this shit wrote down. This is fucking
Because
hilarious.
This shit is funny, right? Chime in anytime you want, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try to start from the beginning. So, as you guys know, Cameron and Mace and I forget the young lady's name. They have their own podcast called It Is What It Is. So, during the podcast, Cameron called Omar Gooding. He called him Omar Gooding Jr. And Omar Gooding was mad because he's like, how can I be the junior if Cuba is the junior? Like, he Gooding Jr., how am I the junior? So, Omar Gooding goes to make diss song after diss song.
Did you listen to the diss song?
I heard.
I didn't. I meant to, but I did. Was they decent?
He's decent, right?
What?
So he goes, right? So he makes 3 off top, right? So Cameron says pretty much that he doesn't want to reply, whatever. Boom. Omar Gooding goes, makes 2 more diss songs. Boom, boom, makes 2 more. Right? So Cameron is like, man, you know what? He pissing me off. Like he keep making these songs, like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so Cameron is on vacation and he goes to his people and he tells them about, you know what I'm saying? And they like, leave that alone, you on vacation. So he like, all right, let me find a way around, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me find a way around doing something and I'm all the way here. He books Omar Gooden for a movie that's never coming out, right? And when he books him for this movie, he has him around all Spanish people. They're all talking Mexican Spanish like Omar Gooden don't understand what they're talking about, right? They're talking about him the whole time. They got him taking his shirt off, doing push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Got him looking crazy, right? So Cameron paid him $2,500 or something like that. Paid for $3,500 and all his flight and all that, right?
Yeah.
Paid for all that and gave him and then now he made him sign a paper. The paper that he thought he was signing for the movie contract. It was the paperwork for him saying that I can show this video wherever I want, right? So now Cameron is now showing this video. So now Omar sees it and has a rebuttal. He says, you know what? I'm going to make another diss track. And thank you for the $3,500. And you can book me anywhere you want. He said on the next one I want to go to somewhere. He had a request to go to book me here, please. Like, it's just a crazy thing that they got going on. And it's funny to me because to see two grown-ups at this age go back and forth. And you're I'm not gonna say you're wasting your time because you're getting paid for it. You're wasting your money because you're paying him for his time to try to humiliate him. But he's taking the humiliation because he's going back and publicly saying this. Absolutely. And publicly saying this and making diss songs about it. You're back and forth doing nothing. Cameron, you're just giving him your money. If you want, book us. Can you book time to talk it out? Book time. We'll do a fake movie. I promise you we'll do a fake movie.
Matter of fact, it will not be fake. How many extras you want?
Okay. 9 of them. X. God, listen. Book us for a movie. Pay for our flight. The everything. Can you do it and give us some, you know what I'm saying? 3,500 piece. We'll do a fake movie. Fake/real movie. Anybody else who want to book us for a movie too? We do movies. Anyway, by the way.
Hosting events.
Always, you know what I'm saying?
You know, whatever you need, we showing up for you in that space.
We do a little bit of that. So a little bit of everything. So, you know. And if you got actual
entertainment.
That too. If you have an actual spot that you want us to shoot our podcast in your location, contact us. You know what I'm saying? Let's work out a deal. You know, we're all about deals. Let's work out a deal. Okay. All right, next. I want to say shout out to this guy. I want to shout out Jadakiss.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Real quick. Jadakiss launched a new black-owned coffee brand with his son and his father. It's called Kiss Cafe. Now it's a brand. Like, you get it in a bag. It's coffee, right? He said that it's better than being out or having your son out in the street gang banging, shooting guns, this and that. So, big shout out to him. I want to shout him out again on that. I want to say that.
I'm with that.
When I seen that, that was just something that I felt like I couldn't let pass me without, you know what I'm saying? Throwing that out there. And so, yeah, I feel like that's the end of.
That's the end of What Up, Doe Is You Cool?
Yeah, What Up, Doe Is You Cool? I've been at the end of that. That was social media.
Hey, friends.
That's what I went to. Yeah, but
well, I got a couple more things. That's it. We probably this one's not gonna be 3 hours. It might be 2 at the most. Y'all know how I feel about the Warlock. And my girl, my girl Cardi B. I love Cardi B. Now I need y'all to understand. I'm a fan. Okay. And this week she sampled Jay Z's song, and it went semi-viral, but she did not sell out like she thought she would and should. And I feel like Jay Z is self-sabotaging her. It's sabotaging her. I mean, y'all know Megan Thee Stallion is his artist, and I feel like, yeah, he gave her clearance for the song to come out, but he probably behind the scenes. Y'all already know, puppet master.
I feel like Cardi B didn't try. I'm not gonna lie. I heard some of Cardi's good work. She didn't try. She flipped a whole bunch of his lines. If you go back and play his song and her song at the same time, during the time that she flipped, like when I mean flipped his lines, it said exactly what he said, but just in a female way. Like literally. On a lot of the lines. Not everyone, on a lot of the lines. And I feel like, Cardi, you not even trying. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you not trying. You just did it because of...
You want to be seen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Of maybe because of the beat or whatever. You just did it because of... But it wasn't something that you try. I heard shit you tried on. You go harder than that. You literally damn near copied his bars.
Shit, a lot of her shit get wrote by other people. So, this is probably some shit she wrote herself. Which is cool.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that when it came out.
Would you say she was taking shots at JT or Ice Spice?
On that song?
Yeah.
Nah.
A lot of people saying that.
I really don't. I don't know. Because I feel like that's what she way past that. Nah. I don't even know.
That's what sells though.
See, because I would have to hear her album, like, because for her to be on that then.
Talking
you know
about
what I'm saying?
Cardi B.
I would have to hear her album. Because for her to be on that then, she gotta be on that on multiple times. You know what I'm saying? I would have to hear that. So I don't really think she's shooting that. No, I don't think so. No, that's not what I think. I just feel like, she's just rapping right now. But what I like that, ever since her and the Stefan Diggs thing kind of went uncontrollably, like it was going to be a problem, I like that how it's just been under wraps lately. Like, you ain't even heard nothing about it. They've been holding it down. And I ain't seen Stefan Diggs none this preseason. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen him none this preseason, but I heard his work been crazy. So, and I believe it because, he coming back off an injury. He a crazy work kind of guy. But one thing I need y'all to look forward to is that Time to Talk Lions, because on that Time to Talk Lions, I'm giving out Lions parlays. I'm going to tell y'all the parlays to pick when it comes to Lions. I'm going to try to give 3 sets at the minimum, right? 3 sets. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to put this together real good. And if anybody know me, man, I go crazy on this, man. And I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to do my research. I'm going to try to do enough research because I don't know exactly what sites that people going to be watching that use. So I'm going to use FanDuel, DraftKings, and that's probably gonna be it. I'm probably gonna do just nope. I'm gonna do FanDuel, DraftKings, and I'm gonna do ESPN bets. So what I'm gonna do now, if you know bets, the bets change within a time. We're gonna go live. During this time, we will be live. I'm gonna give y'all live parlays. And I'm gonna give y'all the live overs and unders of what the numbers are. If you don't get them while they live, yes, they might change. Yes, they will change. I'm gonna tell you. Yes, they will change. But you get them while they live. So make sure you tuned in. We will be live regular on when it comes time to talk Lions. We'll be live regular. So just be tuned in. Be ready to watch. And be ready to get them parlays in. Have your phone already to set. Have it ready, set. Cause listen. I'm gonna already know. I'm gonna have the bets already ready. You know what I'm trying to tell you. So just be ready for time to talk Lions. It's gonna get real on parlay. So
Get ready for my hair to change colors in a minute. This blue is finna get real.
yeah, it's about to be that time, man. Lions,
I'm mad as fuck about the Chicago Bears.
Lions on the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
yeah, it's real.
I don't know. Did y'all see me?
I think everybody did.
I'm excited about time to talk Lions, like a future of the Lions. We just really need to all get in the prayer mode right now. It's time. So if you haven't already, join the Detroit Lions Super Bowl prayer group.
Absolutely.
For real, because we need to all come and touch and agree. For real.
Absolutely. That's a thing. That's a real thing.
So, I guess other than that, you want to go to some Chat GPT shit, or you just?
I mean, Chat GPT, like what? What were you Chat GPT in?
I don't know. We've been on an hour 46 minutes. We could just. It's up to you.
What were you? That's not what I asked. I said, what were you Chat GPT in? What were you?
Topics, questions. Garfield.
It just be so hard asking, questions
Topics.
to ladies because we don't understand. Okay, all right. What you wanna go? Topics on. Questions.
No, I'm just saying, you could go. You could start.
I don't
You
know.
could take the
That's what
ring. You
I'm
could take
asking.
control.
Questions.
I don't want control. I don't want to be in control. I was just making a suggestion.
That's not. No, that's not. That wasn't a thing. Nobody never said nothing like that. I said about asking questions, but that's not. Nah, okay, all right, never mind. No. Now here you go. Okay.
We gotta do. I mean, we could just stop at 2 hours. Me and we just have like 10 minutes to kill. We've been going an hour and 48 minutes.
No, see, that ain't what that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna start something light because now you want to make not the leader. In 5 minutes you're about to be taking control of it. Okay, now what's the best advice you've ever received?
Consult God in prayer first before everything.
If you could relive 1 year of your life, what year would it be?
1998.
Why? What happened there? That was good.
A lot. It was the year I always say it was the best year of my life, but the worst because I like jumped off the porch, but I went the wrong direction. So if I could relive it, I would do a lot of things differently.
What's something that you think that everyone should experience at least once?
Something that I think everyone should experience. That's a good question. God working in their life. The power of realizing that a direct, exact prayer that you prayed was answered.
Okay, if money wasn't if money wasn't an issue, what would you work on?
That's such a like open, vast-ended question. My life, like my daughter's future. My daughter's future is the most important thing to me.
Okay. I change it. I change it. If money wasn't an issue, what would you spend your life doing?
Traveling.
Okay. I like that.
Seeing the world, seeing every. I would try to see every. It's definitely every continent, but like every place that I see that I'm interested in. Like if I see it, I just want to go. So traveling, for sure. Traveling.
Okay. All right. Okay. What's one dream you haven't chased yet but still want to?
Good. One dream I haven't. I guess acting for real. I mean, cause like I was an extra in the movie, but I've never.
I want to make my own. I ain't gonna lie. I want to make my own. I ain't no director or nothing, but I want to make my own movie. I want to start off making some YouTube movies, some YouTube shit. My editing ain't good, but I'll eventually, if I can eventually be a director of making Tubi movies. I feel like I'll be happy as hell because I ain't, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's regular. Okay. All right. Let's turn this up a little bit. What's the wildest place you ever done something intimate? Let me see that little Bible.
Wildest?
Yeah.
Is that work in the basement? Wow.
That's a job, basement?
Not the job I work at now.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying job, period.
Yeah. Is that why?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, at work. In the basement.
Do you like being in control or being dominated? I kind of see that.
Honestly, I prefer being dominated. I prefer that, but I've never. Well, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I've never felt safe in that space. But I will prefer.
You can't prefer somebody who's safe in that almost.
Oh.
That almost don't add up. I prefer to be in jail, but I don't feel safe in there. Like I know, not
Just
that, but
'cause you
no,
laugh,
not
makes
that, but no.
sense.
No, but the thing is, you can't say you prefer somewhere, but that you don't feel safe. That don't make sense. Just like you said, just because you laugh and say something that don't make sense, that's the same thing.
No.
Okay.
No, I can prefer that, but have never felt safe there.
You can't
Safe
prefer,
there.
because how can you say you prefer it, but you never feel safe there? Why do you prefer somewhere you
Because
never
that's
feel
what I
safe?
want.
So
But I
why
just never had it.
you prefer somewhere you never feel safe? I prefer being in dark alleys at nighttime when I want to do this, but I ain't never feel safe in a dark alley at nighttime when I want to do this.
You don't get it, but okay. Moving on.
Right. Yeah, because it don't. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Because yeah, what? If a motherfucker make you feel uncomfortable to
Your
where
biggest turn on
you
that
can't
might
feel
be
safe
a surprise to
and letting
people.
go of all control, then you not gonna just do it. That don't mean you don't want to be there. It's just I've never had the opportunity to do that.
What I want you to understand is saying somewhere you never been is somewhere you feel safe. It don't make sense. So
I never said I. Okay,
that's
whatever.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you just hearing shit the way you want to hear it and then switching up what I said.
Okay, so say exactly what you said that I switched up.
You said saying something that you never been, you can't say you feel safe there. I never said that. I said that's what I would prefer. I would prefer to be able to relinquish control to somebody, but I've never felt safe enough to do it. That don't mean that's not what I want just because I've not had the opportunity to do that. A motherfucker want to go to Disney World, but they ain't had the opportunity to go. That don't mean they don't want to go. That don't mean they don't prefer to go there every year. Just because they haven't been afforded that opportunity. Don't mean it's something that they want. The question was, what do you want? What do you prefer? You might not be able to get what you prefer. A motherfucker might move to Florida and prefer Faygo Cola, but they don't have the ability to get Faygo Cola. So they can't get what they prefer.
How would they know about Faygo Cola?
Because they from Detroit.
Because they have it already, right?
Yeah, but they can't get it now.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, whatever.
That's exactly
Move on, because you
what I'm
just
saying.
saying anything.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Next question.
It wasn't no more. That was the end. That was the last one.
Okay. So you know?
Yeah, that was the last question they gave me.
Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, that's what, 28 in the books. Be looking out for 29. We're almost 30. That's for sure. That's a guarantee. We're almost 30. Be looking out for that 29, 28, somewhere around there. Be looking out. Just be looking out.
This was 28.
My bad, y'all. So just be looking out for 29. And that's me. I'm signing out.